7:51, coming at you live from Cape May, New Jersey. I'm here with, what's your name?
Steve Delmonte.
Steve Delmonte. He is the head of a training group here called Donuts and Mimosas. But don't be fooled by the name. These people are hardcore. Check them out. They're wearing swimsuits. They got wetsuits on. It's the real deal. They're training for a triathlon, and that is the kind of commitment to fitness that we like to see. And Atlantic, which is great because you can go, you do the race, and then you're just like up all night going nuts, and then you're back at it the next morning, which is how I like to do it, you know.
Obviously.
I mean, you can see I'm kind of just right off a bender right now. These people are loving me and they're loving life, and you know what? The feeling is mutual. So you guys are from New Jersey.
We all live here.
What would you say is the thing that you're most proud of about being from New Jersey?
That we live here, that this is paradise.
That this is, and you know what they say that New Jersey is known for being like paradise. It's I think people typically like Fiji, Bali,
Southern
New Jersey
Shore.
Southern Jersey Shore. So if you have any words of inspiration for our viewers, how would you tell them to get their protein?
Your protein, eat a piece of chicken and get off the computer and get outside.
Eat a piece of chicken, stop watching this video, get off the computer and get outside. Stay pumped, Donuts and Mimosas. You guys are killing the game. Love them. That's right. And that is the kind of dedication to fitness that I come to New Jersey for. Completely out of touch with reality, of course. No one thinks that Jersey is paradise, but good for them if that's what keeps them going. I'm feeling so positive, so pumped. Check out that view. It might not be paradise, but there's water and there's sand. So, it's all in the same, it's like a lower echelon version of paradise. You can't swim in the water, or at your own risk anyway, but it's there, which I appreciate. Pump up song of the day. Taylor Swift. We are never, ever getting back together. That we were forever, ever. And I used to say, never say never. So he called me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, this is exhausting. Like, we are never getting back together. Like, ever. My music, it flipped off, but I continued with it because I know all the lyrics. Pretty much to 97% of all songs ever written. But that song, it's funny, she wrote it for Jake Gyllenhaal. And it always makes me think of Jake Gyllenhaal. And our relationship, very similar thing. We'd break up, he'd call me and I still love you. And it's like, it was exhausting. Taylor and I have talked a lot about that. And I think what really bothered me is he'd call sometimes and he'd say, I wish I knew how to quit you. And I'd say, I saw the movie Jake. I know you're not coming up with that right now about our relationship. But eventually we moved on. And at the end of the day, he's a lucky guy. Anyone who dates Taylor Swift is a lucky guy. Because, what? What is better ultimately than having someone write a song about you? Even if it's a song of, loathing and disgust. So, I've been thinking a lot about this idea of being true to yourself. Polonius from Hamlet said it best. He said, to thy own self be true. And Polonius, really kind of the moral center and the wisdom of that play. The guy everyone wanted to listen to. And also, the guy, frankly, who kind of had the happiest ending. He died in his sleep at an old age. My memory's fuzzy, but something like that. And I want to talk to you today about some ways that you can stay true to yourself. And the first and most obvious is set clear goals. If you want to do what you believe in, you have to be clear on what you believe in, what you think is best. And Mussolini really understood this. He said when he came to power, I want to make the trains run on time. That's going to be my thing. That is what I'm committed to. And that's what he's remembered for, really. Making the trains run on time. Without that kind of clarity, you're never going to get what you want from life. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, don't be ashamed of who you are. A great example of this is the play Phantom of the Opera, about a guy who was so hideously deformed that he covered his face with a mask for most of the play. But at the end of the play, you know, he took the mask off and he said, if this woman really loves me, she'll accept me for who I am. And of course, she saw his face and ran screaming. But you know, I think in the end, he was alone, but he felt good about the fact that he didn't deny who he was. Most lonely, deformed people, I think that's how they all feel. That's number 2. Number 3, remember that doing the right thing, being true to yourself, isn't always going to be easy. You think that I don't have some mornings where I wake up and I say, like, I'd really love to eat like a piece of multi-grain toast with strawberry preserves. Or even, you know, like take a Chipwich and like put it in like a deep fryer and cover it with like that cheese from, not, anyway, the point is, yeah, I feel that way sometimes, but I know that in the end, what's going to make me feel good is to eat the right food, and that's protein all day.